Hello guys, this is a lesson about quadratic formula. I hope you can enjoy a little bit because I want to play a little game with you guys. So you see, this is ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. That's the typical quadratic formula, right? We all saw this before. And this is how we look at it. It's x equal to negative b plus all minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So we saw this before. And this is something I'm gonna play with you because you see the number 1 to 10, 1 to 9. This formula would help you to solve any quadratic equation. Any. So I'm gonna randomly shake and drop some numbers there. So the first number, so let's just basically, if it's the number on the top and it's a positive. If it's number on the back, it's negative. All right, let's do that. So let's deal with the first number. Random, totally random. So let's do this. Oh, it's negative. What is that? It's a negative 2. Okay, nice. Negative 2. Okay. Let's assume a as negative 2. Okay. I'm shaking again. Shaking. Loose. Oh, we dropped too many. Well, let's deal with the b first. That's a negative. B is a negative. I don't know, it's 9 or 6. Let's do 9. Okay. B is negative 9. Very random, right? Very random. That's the fun part of this, you know? You never know what number you got. That's the fun part of the test. You see a test, you never know what number you got. But, another negative 3. Okay, fair enough. So we all deal with negatives. That's the craziest thing. We hate these numbers. C is a negative 3. So our equation now looks like a negative 2 minus negative 2x squared. Don't forget that. Minus 9x minus 3 equals 0. Wow. Now look at this. I have no idea how to do factoring. I don't know what's going on. So let's just plug it back in. Very, very solid. So we do x equals to, hold on, negative b. What is b again? Negative 9. So negative 9. I'm very stubborn. I know it's a positive 9, but I still write that way. Plus or minus. Let's do square root. Negative 9 square minus 4 times negative 2 times negative 3, all negatives, and divided by 2 times negative 2. Wow, that's a lot of negative numbers. I hate these numbers, right? I know you hate these numbers. Let's do calculation. So the top part would become a 9. Let's keep the positive negative, and it goes with, that's just 81. That is, okay, negative becomes positive, so 2 times 4 is 8, 8 times 3 is 24, so it will be a negative 24, and I will divide in negative 4. Here comes the tricky one. What do I do with negative? What I do is what's in the square root. A lot of time you do nothing. What is negative? What is 81 minus 24? 57, right? 57 plus or minus square root 57. Oh my God, how can I square root 57? Guess what? You don't square root your 57. Keep it that way. So here's your answer. in fraction form, it would become x equals to 9 plus square root 57 divided by negative 4. That's one answer of yours. Another x could also equals to 9 minus square root 57 divided negative 4. That's your answer. That's your two answers. Sometimes people like to mark x1, x2. It does not matter that much, but that's your two answers. What if I don't know what to do? Do I need to simplify this? No, you don't. Fair fact is, no, you don't. And we still have this 3 random number here. You don't need to deal with this number. You just need to keep it. Another thing is, if you need to deal with that, sometimes they ask you, round it up to the tens after the decimal, hundredths degree. These are the forms if you use a calculator. You can all plug these two things into the calculator and get your answer. I'm not gonna use the calculator here because that's the thing. That's what we're talking about today. You're using quadratic formula. It's possibly you end up to a what we call square root. A lot of time, square root don't resolve itself, right? It's not a perfect square because remember we're doing random numbers. Here's the thing, a lot of people say, I don't remember quadratic formula. That's a long formula. Do you know where is the quadratic formula in your Regents test booklet? This is a Regents test. This is the last page. That was a test from January, 3 years ago. Yeah. So, where's the quadratic formula? You see it? Point at it. Every high school Regents test booklet would have it given to you. And if you don't know how to do factoring, if you're stuck in some way of simplify, as long as you get your equation into the standard form like this, things are solved. You can use your calculator. The only hard way is the steps. You're gonna be careful, write it loud and clear, step by step, and that's pretty much it. All right, thank you guys for watching. And if you want, use dice and other things to make up some questions. Okay, bye-bye.